few months ago, I made a video discussing the possibility of the Boruto Timeskip hitting the manga this year. But by looking at the ongoing events in the series, it seems like the timeskip won't be around before next year. The series is apparently entering its final phase before the 3-year time lapse, so we might be able to predict the release date of the timeskip. And that's what we are about to do by taking references from the Naruto series, so subscribe to not miss any future content and let's begin. Since the defeat of Ishiki, Code wants to take his revenge on Naruto and the others, so he teamed up with the mysterious cyborgs made by Amado who possess some really broken powers. This arc is getting really unpredictable with every new chapter, but if it's gonna be the final thing before the time skip, then it could soon enter its conclusion since Mikio Ikimoto wanted to end the Boruto manga under 30 volumes. So as of the time I'm recording this video, around 17 volumes are already up and the time skip should be coming under next 2 or 3 volumes. The conclusion of the ongoing arc will have some events that will most probably remain a mystery, and once the story resumes to the opening scene of chapter 1, those mysteries will be unveiled one after another. One such thing could be the circumstances that made Kawaki destroy the Leaf Village and some unexpected incident which ended up in Boruto getting his eye cut and the reason he is wearing Sasuke's outfit. In my opinion, the death of some major character at the end of this arc or Boruto losing control of his powers which ends up in him forsaking the village could be a good kickstart for the time skip. Don't forget to subscribe the channel for more time skip theories, and now let's move on to predict the exact time for the time skip to take place. A single volume of the Boruto manga comprises of 4 chapters. The very first volume of the series was an exception and only composed of 3 chapters. Now if the creators want to conclude the entire story under 30 volumes, that would be almost 120 chapters. But since the story pacing is not that fast due to the manga having a monthly format, the best the creators could do is to let the manga reach at least 40 volumes before concluding it. That would be a total of 160 chapters. Now if we look at the Naruto manga, which has a total of 700 chapters, the time skip occurs on chapter 245, but since it had a weekly format, we need to divide this number by 4, which is the number of chapters we get from a weekly manga in 1 month. By dividing the total number of Naruto chapters by 4, we get 175, and by doing the same with the chapter number where the time skip begins, we get 61. So if Naruto was a monthly manga like Boruto, it would have a total of 175 chapters, and the time skip would start around chapter 61. That's almost 35% of the entire story taking place before the time skip. Now if the creators of Boruto would follow the same regime with the next generation manga, then the time skip should have happened around chapter 56, since 35% of the story would have been done there. But the story pacing of Boruto is far different than the original Naruto series, so in my opinion the best the creators could do would be to have half of the entire story set in the part 1 of the series, while the other half would be set in part 2. And if there are gonna be a total of 160 chapters, then the time skip would most likely occur around chapter 80, which reflects the 20th volume of the manga. The main issue of the Boruto manga will be the 70th chapter of the series, so if things end up as I predicted, then we should be getting to see the time skip next year around the same time. Talking about the Boruto anime, let's assume it could have a total of 300 episodes before Boruto Shippuden kicks in. As of right now, there are still 54 episodes left for the anime to reach episode 300, which equals to 54 weeks, that is almost a year. There's no way for the anime and manga to showcase the time skip at the same time, cause the anime will hastily catch up with the manga and it will lead to a huge number of fillers. So if the manga reaches the time skip by May 2023, then the best for the anime would be to wait a whole year before adapting the post time skip portion of the story. So in conclusion, we could say the anime will have at least 350 episodes before showing up to the time skip. So 2024 could be the year for Boruto Shippuden to mark its debut. By keeping in mind these calculations, we can also predict the end of the Boruto manga series. The series would most likely end in the year 2026. Don't forget to drop down your opinion on this prediction below and subscribe for more Boruto stuff. I will see you next time.